Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Lund, and welcome to another episode of the Supper Club Social, where we review restaurants, movies, and TV shows and talk about home bars, cocktails, and pop culture. With me today, he's on day 3 of his vacation.
Yeah.
Like any true dad, his sleep schedule remains unchanged. He's been walking on sunshine, that's why they call him Mr. Alpine. It's Roy Smith.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to the show, Roy.
Thank you.
Roy, our guest today, once ate a deer poop because it looked like a Cocoa Puff. He once broke a tooth because he bit into a marble thinking it was a gumball. And he's the only man in history to swallow a Pez because he mistook it for a 500 milligram Tylenol. It's Lyle Stiles.
Good to see you all. Still getting used to the beard.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I like it.
It's coming back.
You're going to grow it back?
Yeah. That's why I had to trim this down, because I had to grow the sides back out.
Balance the hedges.
Yep.
Okay.
Now it's just...
So like a good shrub, you got to get it down to the
Yeah,
base.
you got to trim it up
and
every
then
now and then. Let
grow
all
it
the
out.
new
Sure.
leaves come out. You know?
Now you're not, has it been coming in the same color?
A little bit more white.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
noticed that. I was going to say it, but you did.
A little more white.
Frosted tips?
Yeah.
What about just for men? You just,
No,
you just
I'm
comb
not
it
going to
in.
do it. If it comes, it comes.
You can get on hymns,
Yeah. I think that's to get your hair to grow back.
come in fuller. Oh.
That's
Not-
for a lot of things. That's in
not
all
to,
my feeds.
Yeah,
Not to change the color.
Oh,
the second you put in, like, born in before 1985 or whenever Roy's born, I'm not sure, you're just guaranteed to get that stuff
oh
in your
yeah,
feeds.
nonstop.
Oh, I get AARP stuff sent to me all the time. Because I'm disabled.
Oh yeah.
So they just
are
assume
you
that I'm
qualify?
like some age. No, it's an age thing. But because I'm, yeah.
But what
just-
about a disability? Wouldn't that? Is there a loophole in there?
No, I don't think so.
That might be worth looking into.
I'm not going to look into it.
Okay.
You don't want to put the system on
Cheaper,
trial?
No.
cheaper lodging.
I already get that.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're Best Western Club members, so, you know, we get all the good perks.
Very good, Roy. How you been filling out your vacation here?
Oh, a lot of dump runs.
Oh,
5 dump runs in 2 days. About 3,200 pounds worth of stuff.
Not bad. Didn't want to have a garage sale, huh?
About $200 worth of dumps.
You do this in Old Blue?
No, we rented a trailer from U-Haul for $60 for 2 days.
Okay.
Oh, not bad.
Unlimited miles.
Wow. You got your worth out of that.
Yep. It was good. I got to watch some people that should never have a trailer attached to their vehicle at the dump.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
One
How
guy
they
had
back it in.
Well, one guy just gave up. He completely got out of his car, detached it, and pushed it to the pile.
Wow.
And then backed up to it after that.
Oh, describe this person for me.
Looks like he was maybe late 20s.
Okay. Yeah.
Had his wife or girlfriend in the car with him. I'm sure that was a real low moment in his day.
Did she look like Megan at all?
No. No, that would have been
Wasn't Charlie.
early 40s. If I was
Well,
describing
he
him.
just plays so much younger.
He does. He's just never aging. Benjamin Mutton disease, some would say.
Yeah. Roy, what was the hardest thing? What was the one thing in all the dump runs where you're like, this one hurts to throw away?
Nothing really.
Nothing?
No.
Oh, wow. You should have thrown it away a long time ago then.
No. I
Not
mean,
one thing you're like, oh.
none of it. Like we should have gotten rid of all of, like the branches and stuff that had fallen down over the
Sure,
years. But
yeah.
it's one of those things that happen when like the green bin is not being taken.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, just put it off to the side of the house. I'll cut it up. and
Right.
Throw it in the green bin. And then more fall. And just keep stacking and stacking.
And then
it's like,
5 years later.
Yeah. Well, no, not really. I think it's only been a couple years since we haven't done it, but we've had a lot of branches fall.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
find
yeah.
once you start a pile of anything, you're kind of in trouble.
Yeah. And we were. It was pretty bad. So we did that, and then we had like one of those tarp sheds.
Oh,
Like
what happened to
garage
that?
sheds. It
What
made
did-
it one winter and collapsed.
Dang it. That's unfortunate.
It was because I spent like $400 on it. So.
Yeah.
I do have some inside knowledge from earlier tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What about getting rid of some of your wood collection?
Oh, it's
Was
fine.
that tough?
No, I mean it doesn't bother me that it's there, but it's always bothered Andrew that it was there.
Okay. Got a little
'Cause, I mean,
insight.
it's so much useful space.
Right, but it didn't bother you that it was there. Does it bother you now that it's gone?
Was it hard to get rid of?
No, I mean it was a lot of weight to move
Sure.
twice.
So
Why not burn
an
it?
hour. I'd still be burning.
Oh, and you can't burn in Spokane. I mean,
No,
you
you can.
could if you put.
I would just have to sit there and cut it all
Yeah.
down
Okay.
and just pretty much have a fire until I go back to work on Monday.
Well, when was your last dump run?
My last dump run was a month ago.
Oh wow.
I do. My wife orders enough crap on social platforms that I have to do a purge of cardboard because it will not fit in the blue bin.
I hate cardboard because if you get a big box, like you have to chop it.
No,
down
you,
little pieces.
nightmare.
you cut it down.
And I hate doing that.
Yeah.
And then also nobody breaks them down. They just throw them in the recycle bin full.
I break them down.
I do too.
I can't
But
live
if
with myself.
The wife or the kids throw it in there.
Oh
they just
no! Oh.
Fully
Yeah.
made box. It's
Well,
like
and
you're
then
taking up half the thing.
And then the packing and the
Yeah.
foam. Yeah.
I just got rid of recently the box to the Blackstone and my new lawnmower. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
It was sitting right over there.
Yeah, I got
on the
rid
other
of
side of my truck under the rain. It
Yeah.
was disgusting. I
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to throw
we
up.
had the trampoline box still. We had the box that shed came in, and then the box that are
So you threw away the box and the shed.
yeah at the same time.
That's
That
a,
it
that's
came
a
in-
shot to the kidney.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
And
Do you have the receipt still?
I was probably in the box. Well, no, because I think we ordered it online, so we probably.
naturally, yeah.
But yeah, and then the box to my trailer hitch,
Oh, your
distribution hitch.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, I don't remember mine coming in a box. Must have though.
You probably got yours installed when you bought it.
No, I installed it myself. Thank you very much.
I didn't see anyone come to help me
You're
out.
not talking to Miss Priss in the middle here. What's a distribution hitch?
I know
Yeah.
what that is. I've
Is
got
that-
a. I've
oh,
got a trailer
Is that what it does? That's what that's for?
or a sway bar or. Yeah, I know what that is.
Okay.
I know. I'm
I
savvy.
didn't realize you had a trailer.
Yeah.
I technically still do.
Mm.
It's still mine in title.
Interesting.
I sold it, but it's still mine in title. That means it's mine.
Sell it again.
Yeah. Keep selling it.
To the right person, sure, I'll sell it, but it's still in my name.
Right.
Any takers out there,
Yeah.
I will listen.
Not bad. Not
No.
bad.
We didn't get to the basement though because after 5 dump runs at like $50 a pop, I'm like, I can't.
No, no more.
How big was the
more.
trailer?
5x9,
Okay.
and it was probably
A little bigger than a piece of plywood. How big were the walls?
I'd say 3 feet.
Yeah. So
walls,
they're
and
kind
then
of
I'd-
standard
Okay.
truck bed
Yeah,
type
and then
thing.
I'd go kind of pyramided up.
Mm.
You
Nice.
tarp it, you cover
Oh,
your load,
yeah.
cover your load.
I cover it, I strap it, then I throw the tarp over it, bungee that down, and I throw another strap over the middle so you don't get the parachute.
Yeah,
Now, did
nice.
you find anything cool to dump?
No, but my greatest find, those bungee cords I use on the wagon, those adjustable bungee cords, found those at the one out in Colbert.
Ooh, that's I've
Huh.
never been to
Oh,
that one.
some dad must have been pissed to lose those bad
Yeah,
boys.
You've been using those for years.
Oh yeah, they finally. I think I have to replace them this year, but I've had them for I don't even know how long, at least 6-7 years.
At least, yeah, 'cause they're like hooks on each side of the bungee, and then you cinch it down.
Yeah.
Really easy.
No
You just-
way, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh, that
Yeah.
guy was pissed.
Oh yeah, I'm sure his son.
He
got the
went
beating
back
of a
to look
lifetime
for him,
after that,
yeah.
Yeah, totally. Lyle, what have you been up to, huh?
Well, the kids are in Mexico,
Mexico.
Puerto
Okay.
Penasco,
all
which
by
means-
themselves.
which means Rocky Point. With mother-in-law and David
And mom.
and mom.
So you've been left onto your own devices. Have you been keeping yourself fed? I mean, how do you do on your own?
One day at a time. I like to
Yeah?
take that mantra. One day at a time.
How does that differ from your daily life?
Zero?
So you're still going to Yelks every night to get what you're gonna make for dinner every night?
No, my grocery stores cut way down
Oh, wow.
because I'll look. Yeah,
Because it's one meal?
It's one meal.
Yeah, just straight in the pantry, whatever you got, throw it
Yeah,
together.
and then it's like, all right, I'll eat this.
Little
yeah.
rice, little beans, maybe a
No,
can of
saved
corn.
a ton of money on food.
That's good.
I've been doing some skiing, which has been fantastic. I do have a good Priest Lake story. Went up there. What is today?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Fridays today.
Friday.
Friday's today. So Thursday, yesterday, I'm there with my brother-in-law, Jay, and we're out there. We're getting cabin 2 organized, and then all of a sudden, I hear this, and we both look over, and at the where the septic tank is for cabin 2, it was Old Faithful
Oh,
sewer spewage.
Really?
And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it was 5 feet tall, and it was just like, boom.
Huh.
And we both just
Yeah.
look.
weird.
Did you get a video?
No, and the cameras don't get it, so I couldn't even like look back on the.
Yeah.
It's at a blind spot.
I'll keep that noted that.
Yeah, secret spot to get into. So anyway, I had
Septic tank in the open
I had to
wall.
Yep.
I had to fix the septic tank.
So what happened? Why would it do that? It's backed up and then it broke before the septic tank and was like spewing up.
All right, so if I get too in the weeds, let me know. So cabin 2 is not a septic tank; it's a holding tank that has a grinder pump. So when it reaches, it's still got the same floats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when it decides to kick on, it's a grinder pump, so it's like all those particulates, like your toilet paper and stuff.
Corn nuts.
Yep. It gets ground up and then sent to cabin 1's
The main
actual septic tank. And
Yeah.
It's just a big money saver, so you don't have to put in another vault.
Yeah.
But those things are torquey, and the PVC pipe just like burst.
Oh.
And so when
How deep is it?
it's got to be.
You dug it down?
I did not.
Oh,
It's got to be. If I'm 7 foot tall,
it's way down there. Okay.
it's 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
thought for some reason you said earlier that you dug it down.
Yeah.
No.
I think you did say that.
So anyway, I had to like.
Didn't you say you fixed it?
Yeah, he did.
I had to replace it.
How did you do that?
How'd you get down there?
Well, I just reached down with a sawzall.
10
and-
feet?
No. It was right on top. It
Oh.
burst on top, and that was the geyser of affluent. And then Bill. Oh Jesus!
The taint nibbler?
Oh, he was in dreamland.
Oh, he was. He was like he saw it, and I could
that
see
was the smell of his people there.
his tail wiggled, and he's like, "Daddy."
That dog had ever seen a buffet. That was it.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was, and he went and rolled it, and I'm like, God
Oh,
damn
no.
it!
Good thing he's a small dog.
That's horrible.
So then I got to hose him off.
Well, your underwear should be good for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
safe.
might have had his fill. Maybe he'll just
No.
never go back,
Yeah.
you know? Because once you had the
Yeah.
real deal, I mean, you can't
Straight-
go back to the
Almost as
undie nibbling.
close as you can get.
And then even like today, he's like sneaking over, and I'm like, Bill.
Nice. So you just got back today, huh?
Just got back today. Went skiing today. It's fantastic. Sunny. Got to pick the house up. Do some odds and ends tomorrow. But yeah,
Nice.
it's been a good break.
Good.
Went
to hear.
quick.
Good to hear. Yeah, we're already at Friday here.
Yeah.
My break's been pretty solid. I've been working pretty much like normal. Well, I mean, pretty much like normal. Next week is my full. I'm booked up next week and the week after, pretty much. So we're off and rolling there. But it hasn't been too much. It's been kind of nice, just old customers and stuff. I'm trying to think if I had anything come up that was kind of fun. Oh, well, we've got some what?
I thought of one. Do you do the Coeur d'Alene one? The library
Yeah,
It's actually Post Falls.
every other
Oh,
week.
Post Falls.
Yeah,
all through the winter?
yeah. Most I kind of do it once a month through the winter.
Okay.
Yeah, dodge that one. But yeah, they're back up. Haven't done the whole place.
How about that credit union? My first job.
No, I haven't been back there.
Okay.
That was your first one.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you popped your cherry.
No wonder I haven't been back.
I know.
Like, oh, that guy. Remember he had that guy with him?
Yeah.
That creeper. Kept looking in the windows, all sweaty,
Yeah.
breathing heavy, fogging up the glass.
Licking the windows.
Yeah.
All right, Roy. Well, let's put a pin in it and move it on to the next segment.
Sounds like a plan.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the favorite segment of everybody here, Happy Hour.
That's right.
Woo!
There can't be an episode without happy hour.
No, there certainly can't be, you know? And we have a fresh cocktail that we've almost never tried.
I can't remember whenever we've tried it.
It's definitely
It's an oldie, but a goodie, some would say.
There we go. Look, now we can even see the screen.
Look at that.
It's an old-fashioned.
Oh, what's in an old fashioned? Would you run us through that?
You know, it's one of the oldest cocktails in the book. It's 2 ounces of booze, a splash of simple, orange peel, and a splash of bitters.
Alrighty. So we are using Single Barrel 1792 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Nice.
In order to create this unique bourbon, the finest barrels are selected and tasted from the best aging warehouses. Only those barrels deemed exceptional and then bottled individually, one by one. This preserves the distinct character of each barrel. This superior bourbon has flavors of rich butterscotch and caramel notes, delicately balanced with hints of fruit and toffee.
And what was that flavor of What was that?
Carmel.
Carmel. Okay.
Carmel. That's a third pronunciation I've never heard.
You know, you got to keep them guessing.
A Carmel.
Caramel.
I'm more of a
Caramel.
caramel.
What did you call it?
Carmel.
Carmel.
I don't know.
French
why
apple.
you-
I've never heard it either, but it sounded really good. I wanted to step outside the box, you know.
It
Must
makes
be
it
more of a.
I'm more of a
French
caramel,
type
a
of
caramel guy myself.
a Carmel.
It's more of a Kentucky deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, get the. I guess that's more Louisiana. The
Yeah,
whole
the Frenchie.
the bayou.
Carmel.
What is that called?
Well, you've just
Cajun?
got that on the mind. You know what
I
we
do.
were supposed to have. What happened at the liquor store, Lyle? You were sent oh so casually to the store, like, oh, you know, I almost feel bad asking you to get it because you're not a big, drinker of it. But we had our eye on some rye whiskey tonight,
Yeah.
and you didn't end up getting it.
And there's literally a rye whiskey by the name of the drink we were trying to make tonight.
Sounds right, yeah. What
that-
happened in there? What grabbed you? How did you end up here?
Was it the numbers that got you?
1792.
Well, it was
You've been watching some Yellowstone lately?
Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
no.
That's
Watching a little-
1492.
Yeah, close.
Watching a little Black Mirror.
Oh,
Mm.
really?
New episodes, yeah. Okay.
It's not too scary for you.
Haven't watched that one.
Oh my goodness.
I
It's
haven't
good.
either.
It's so good. Season
we talked about
7.
this
Yeah,
last
we have.
episode.
Okay.
Season 7 already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Impressive.
So you said whiskey, rye, and that just is like blah 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 blah.
Somebody
Tequila?
was talking to me.
Tequila, then I can go.
Tequila?
Yeah.
Next thing I knew, I was at the liquor store.
Yeah. Next thing I know, pick a bottle that you like.
With
That's
salt.
kind of cool. I thought that was a cool bottle.
Yeah. But the wrong
Okay.
variety.
Wrong
But
variety, but
We made do.
and my God, how are we gonna drink this?
I don't know.
Just
Not
one,
bad.
not
sip
one
at a
day
time.
at
You
a
don't
time.
like it?
One sip at a time. I haven't tasted it yet.
Oh, it's nice.
That's
It's a
good.
good balance.
Yeah.
Must be the butterscotch notes.
Yeah.
Or the Carmel.
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 I
I
like
think that is a town in France. Carmel. Don't they say it in Band of Brothers?
yeah.
Maybe.
Carmel.
Carmel.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
maybe.
good.
Yeah, it's
I
not
picked
bad.
a good one for me. I mean,
I like a lot better mixed in a drink than straight.
but
All right.
look how strong this bastard is. 49.3.
Ah, that's nothing. We've had
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
I mean, talk to me when we're getting in the 70s.
Yeah.
That's very drinkable, though.
Talk
Yeah.
to me when 4 shots
not
will
a
knock you on your
not a
ass.
complete fail.
It's quite tasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a fail.
Nothing beats a whiskey you can take a couple shots of and you feel like
We
you're going
do
to
have a viewer on Facebook.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's there? Hi, Marcia.
One view.
It's
Yeah.
like Sean Scarpelli.
Oh, hi, Sean.
Yeah, a friend of Scott's and mine.
Nice.
And, well, I mean, old friend of mine. I haven't talked to him in 25 years. And when I did talk to him, I don't think it was that long. But, great guy.
Yeah.
Hi, Sean.
Hope to meet you someday, Sean.
Now, we've got a couple of questions for Happy Hour.
All right.
A couple of prompts here. Now, I'm just going to jump right into it here. Brand new shirt. Wash it first or wear it out as is?
Where is it purchased from? New or consignment or Value Village?
Oh, yeah. I
New
bought a
shirt.
new. Straight from the box store.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear that bastard.
wearing it.
Yeah.
Same thing with underwear.
Yes.
Open up the package, take
Yeah.
out the little cardboard thing, take off the little tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. You got to break it in the right way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I happen to agree with this. I don't think they ever feel the same after you wash them.
Yeah.
You know, like particularly like a wedding shirt or a night out shirt.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
don't like the lines. You know, you might have to iron it.
well, these type of shirts are normally hung up on a hanger.
Yeah,
when you
this
buy
is
'em.
True.
This is Value Village.
Nothing
Well.
makes me want to buy a shirt more than like something I just peel off of not a mannequin, a hanger, and like
Yeah.
active
Good to
duty.
go.
But have you guys ever been poked by the pins?
I don't do a lot of thrift
You
shopping.
know, usually,
No. Like a like a fancy shirt. The pins. That'd be a needle.
safety pin.
No, but
I
they
mean,
like
do you mean-
pin the collars and they.
I don't buy a lot of collar shirts, and when I do, it's from Walmart or Kohl's,
Oh.
so it doesn't get that fancy.
What about Ross?
I do go to Ross from time to time.
Yeah, that's.
I bought a lot of job interview clothes from Ross. I
Okay.
was looking for jobs back in the day.
Where do you stand on this? You told us.
I like to wear them
Yeah.
right out the bag,
Yeah.
right off the hanger.
But you know what is better after you wash them? Jeans.
Yeah, that was kind of where I was going here. Like
But I do wear those off the
everything
shelf
else,
too.
you wash pretty much.
I wear jeans off the shelf,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it,
but they're better.
but I also be fine if they got washed.
Yeah, because they're better once.
I'd be
those,
pissed.
especially Carhartts. Whew,
Oh,
See, I
Carhartt.
have
they're
a
like a
different
real
theory with Carhartts. I like to wear them for like
It's like a
3
burlap
weeks
bag.
straight.
without a wash.
Yeah,
Just break them in like
get
a
my
boot.
get my oils in there.
Yeah. But yeah,
Um,
no, I'm definitely off the shelf.
Now, this whole happy hour is fashion based.
Obviously.
Just so you know. I mean, clearly.
Talking to the right guy.
Clearly. Now, the next one is, can you remember the last time you bought a belt?
I don't know. What did we do? When we went to that brewery in Garland, the Garland Drinkery.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever day that was, whatever year that was.
Garland Works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last time I bought a belt.
Really?
Because I was off that day.
New size?
It
New
must have been-
color?
we had to have been going to a concert.
Yeah, we were on our way to somewhere.
So
When we
whatever day
stopped
that
there.
was, that's when. That's the
Okay.
belt I'm wearing right now, actually.
Does it have a buckle? Like a
Yeah, just
cowboy buckle?
No,
You
just
reach
a
for it, I can't see it.
Oh,
Does it
little
touch-
plastic
Oh, nice.
oh nice.
latch down, you
I
know.
like those. I see those on online all the time. I'm still just sporting an old leather one with the
Yeah.
holes. Same belt for everything I go to.
Do you have to add the holes every year? Just like
Longer?
one or
shorter?
two more? No, extend
Depends
it
on the
No,
out.
season.
I'm still in my wheelhouse. It's
Okay.
still, I got the right
The
size.
comfort level.
Yeah.
Because
Plus
those
one,
leather
minus one.
those leather ones get that comfort
The bend.
spot.
Yeah.
I know it. I've flirted a notch or two on
Yeah,
either side of
yeah,
my
that's-
comfort
That's
zone,
normal.
but it hasn't changed in quite a while.
It's good.
And your belly goes over your belt.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
I lose mine sometimes. And that's when I know I got to start bringing it back.
yeah, rein it in.
Yep.
Like, where the hell is this thing? Lyle, how about you? When's the last time that you had somebody sent out to buy you a new belt?
I've actually am
Or
a
when
connoisseur.
What
of
was the last time the
belts,
tailor came with the cow and skinned it and,
and I
made you
and
a
I
leather
wish
belt?
I had the belts, but they're
Yeah.
like a ski belt, and they got this. I got a Smokey the Bear logo.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of cool, and they're stretchy and
nice.
pretty versatile.
So elastic. So is
Elastic, yeah.
It, okay, interesting.
So you don't notice that weight gain plus or minus as much,
Sure.
but yeah, it's not like
Must
the
be
notch.
nice.
It's just like
Cinch, good old
Yeah, so
cinch
this one
center.
is you just pull it and then you
Huh.
put
You
a
get-
little lid on it.
I'm still old fashioned.
Well, you got the
yep, the comfort spot. Yeah,
I
yeah.
always get poked by the little
The tail?
finger, yeah.
Oh, really?
You know, the metal part that goes through the hole.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You get a hair pinched in there or something?
Something. I don't know. They always get me. They always find a way to get me.
Oh, we got another viewer. All I can see is Sean Scarpelli, though.
Sean,
We don't really know how to work
Maybe he's
Facebook.
got two phones.
So who knows? Yeah.
is this Facebook
And
or
we
the
didn't announce that
gram?
we were doing it either.
He's enabled Sean's army. So
Yeah.
all of his bots are on. Probably rude to talk about him like that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The only guy watching here, just talking him
I
down.
wonder if he made a comment. Hard to say.
Hmm.
We can't make this whole show about
Would Sean wear a
Facebook,
cowboy belt,
cowboy
Like
belt.
like the
Oh,
big,
like a belt buckle?
like the big buckle?
We get those at work. for safe
strikes
driving,
me
and
as a
then it-
belt buckle guy.
He's a belt buckle guy.
Like maybe
Maybe he should comment on that.
seasonally.
Okay.
Maybe seasonally.
I wear a belt all year round. I'd love to go to suspenders though.
We've had this question on the show before. What
The-
would make you madder if you forgot your belt or your wallet?
Wallet.
Oh, I don't know,
Ooh.
belt probably.
Yeah.
But what
So-
about your pants falling down all day?
I'd rather starve
That's why
to
I'm
death.
saying I wouldn't want to not have my belt.
Yeah.
And I've had that happen, and I've had to use like caution tape.
Oh yeah.
I've done that and tied it in a knot.
Yeah, yeah.
I've found,
Caution tape would be great.
Yeah.
That's got that nice elastic.
Yeah.
But once you get it maximum, you're
I don't
gonna
remember how.
pickle.
I think I was running late for work one day, and I just spaced it,
Yeah.
and I just got to work. I'm like, oh, my pants are so loose, and I'm like, God, I forgot my belt.
When I worked construction, one day we had this. There was leftover like wire pieces, and I didn't have my belt, so it was like, oh, piece of wire, and just
Oh yeah, that would work.
Nice. So resourceful. You
Yeah.
guys never cease to amaze me.
I mean, I've used shoestring, used everything.
Oh, this next question's a real heater here.
oh,
All right. Shoes go from active duty to lawn mowing
Yep.
shoes.
I wore my lawn mowing
Shirts-
shoes today.
Shirts go from active duty to sleeveless to PJ shirts, roughly. You know, some transition there. Now, my question here is, what does the evolution of your pants look like? Not a lot of people are going, I'm wearing these for shorts now.
Yeah, I don't do that.
But I also don't think I've thrown away a pair of pants.
I still have pants that haven't fit me for years.
I think I have pants that haven't fit me
Too
for like
small, too
15
big?
years
Too small.
in the crotch.
hoping to
So-
fit back into them.
No, just they're still good.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah. How about you?
So
Do you throw
good.
away your old pants?
I am a clothes hoarder.
Interesting.
the
We've
only-
unraveled a new.
I know.
leaf
A new
here.
layer of
The
the onion
only
has been
pair of
peeled.
pants that I have are like pants I would wear to class.
Oh well, yeah, he's a shorts guy though.
That kind of
I'm
sounds
a-
like the opposite of a hoarder, just so you know.
No, but I keep them.
Hmm.
I've got and Nicole drives Nicole crazy, but if I'm like working, it's like leggings and shorts.
Yeah.
Pants. I don't
Shorts
think I
if
own a
we're
pair of
all lucky.
jeans.
Yeah,
Just be leggings.
I don't
Not
think
as
I own a pair of jeans.
taintless
Really?
underwear.
Yeah.
I'm all jeans, except for a couple of dress pants.
I think I have.
Carhartts are not jeans.
I know. I have work pants, jeans, and then some wedding pants, church
Yeah,
pants.
I have some pants that I only wear if we're going somewhere nice.
Great, the dog's going nuts.
Yeah. Dress clothes.
Yep, I got a couple pairs of slacks.
Yeah.
and I have like my pants that I have are like this material, like kind of techy.
Yeah,
May I?
Yeah.
I like those.
Well, that's got a nice hand.
Yeah. And then just a couple pair of blue jeans. That's it.
We've still got Sean.
We're keeping them interested. That's good.
I don't know if I can like send this out to our people.
I don't know.
There's a star icon, a microphone icon, a microphone plus icon,
Is there an invite
a link,
icon?
a finish, and an X.
We'll have to figure that out. Let's do our first go.
All right. So we all basically keep our pants. Do you think that's weird?
No. I want to come back to the shirts go from
Oh,
ragged to sleeveless,
Yeah.
but they don't go from sleeveless to PJ because that means you've been out working in them. For me, there's like my little work shirts.
I mean, I don't sleep with a shirt on
I don't either.
unless I'm staying somewhere, sharing a hotel room with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always seen you sleep with a shirt on.
Yeah, because we're sharing a hotel room. But yeah, normally at home, I wear whatever shirt I'm wearing.
And then they go sleeveless, and then
Well, sleeveless comes when it's close to summer and I'm getting ready to pack for the lake. I'm like, where's my last sleeveless shirt I made?
yeah.
And it's been
But-
buried under all the other shirts because you don't wear it all year.
But doesn't the shirt have to be stressed and like?
Well, yeah, it's got to be
gotta
one that
tired.
it's seen its glory days,
Yeah.
but it's still
But you
nice
still
enough
want it.
that you could.
It
Sleeve it.
surprises me that you won't use a work shirt for a sleep shirt.
I sleep in my underwear. Yeah.
Yep, so do I.
Okay.
I don't like to be. Yeah.
So is a sleeveless shirt the same as a pajama shirt in the grand scheme of things?
I mean, I guess
definition
I,
wise,
I guess what we're getting at is that we don't recognize the PJ shirt.
I get home
Okay.
from work and then I put on whatever
Well-
shirt I've chosen to wear.
to be
and then a
clear.
pair of gym shorts.
I did put sleeveless slash pajama shirt.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I kind of threw them in the same
No,
bunch.
the shirt I'm wearing right now will be my before bed shirt, and then
All
it's
right,
time for bed.
let's
That-
power through two more here.
that
real
comes
quick.
up.
You got a
real
minute.
Quick, real quick. What is your most obscure fashion accessory that you own? Want me
You
to
know what? My Elmer Fudd Priest Lake Brewery hat.
That's a good one.
I like it.
It's a
And
great
you
winter
use that?
accessory. I do. I wear it
Yeah.
That's
at
a
least
good one.
once or twice a winter.
Mine has got to be my Portuguese lapel pin
Mm,
that I wear once a year.
nice.
That's some instant cred if you're going to Portuguese street dinner,
Mm-hmm.
which I usually do if I'm invited.
Yeah.
How about you, Lyle?
That was a good jab. My kilt. My kilt
Good one. Yeah, that's true.
and my pink headband. I think you guys have seen them both.
Oh, I've definitely seen the kilt.
Kilt
Yeah,
and
I
my
saw
pink.
It's a big beach favorite.
the star headband.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
new one.
Glitter stars.
That
The
was pretty
glitter
cool.
stars. Yeah,
Or they sequin.
glitter.
Okay.
Okay, I usually like
How
to
about
let
you?
you guys dwell here.
Oh, no, you told us.
Did I not? Oh, yeah,
We're
my
all- we
little
got 30 seconds, my man.
What would you rather sport? A newsboy hat or a fedora?
What's a newsboy hat?
It's kind of poofy. It's got
saggy
a little bill.
with a bill. It's almost like a beanie.
The golfer hat, kind of.
Golfer beggar Vance.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I'd do fedora.
what's the guy's Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, but not.
Oh,
Theirs
the
is.
peaky
The
effing
news-
blinders.
But just
The
think a little
newsboy.
floppier.
It's baggy with a bill.
He does. You're not gonna get it. He's not gonna
Fedora.
figure it. Yeah,
Yeah.
fedora.
Where are you-
Fedora.
where are you
Fedora.
going? Fedora.
No. You?
I'd like to think I would be fedora because they look so cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I could pull it off, but if I could, that's what I'd want.
But I think out of comfort, I would go
The newsboy.
newsboys. All right, well, everyone, thanks for watching this segment of Happy Hour. And mostly to Sean Scarpelli.
Thank you, Sean.
You should come on the show sometime.
Yeah.
All right, we'll send you your sticker in the mail.
Yeah.
Welcome
It's a
back
good
to
intro.
the show,
Yeah.
everybody. We are.
He's a little bit stronger than the last one.
I mean, they should be the exact same. Well, you had one more ice cube.
Did you
Maybe
finger
that's
stir
what
this
put it
for
over
me?
the edge.
Oh, I didn't stir them.
Oh, that's probably why.
Oh, and I didn't put any bitters in there. Give them back.
God.
Oh,
I wonder why. I'm like, man, this doesn't quite taste like
Well,
the
I-
same drink as last
I
time.
tasted mine too. I was like, huh, well, you never know.
No finger, no bitters.
yeah. The finger flavor. Yeah.
We'll see how much of a difference these bitters make. A little stirry. You know, a lot of places say 57 stirs.
Hmm.
I'm around 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Eight.
or like half.
The other 50 are
on
just
that
for
one.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's where you get your money's worth right there.
There you go.
Little musical drinks, they would say.
Yaman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, still drum style, yeah.
Wait,
All right,
did
let's
you-
Right,
give it another.
Still drum.
Let's give it another taste here. Cheers.
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 It's not happy hour anymore, but
Oh,
always a good time to drink.
It is a Friday night.
that tastes a lot different.
Yeah, it does.
Unless you're a Lyle.
No, tastes better.
Whatever.
Smoother.
It's crazy that the bitters did that much.
What a nice whiskey. Oh, what a nice find.
All right.
Well,
All right. This
Good
is
thing
the
we had
segment of the
ingredients
week.
for old fashions.
We're going to go through a list here. A top 10. Top 10 most annoying things that dads do. I just want to go through.
Can't think of one.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why clearly this must be a mother or a child that
Yeah.
wrote this.
Has to be.
So I'd view it from their perspective.
And someone entitled, I'm predicting, very entitlement
Yeah,
rich.
some person that has all of their needs met, food,
Yeah.
shelter,
Yes.
water provided by some annoying person.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Why
Or
can't
two
I?
annoying
Why
people.
can't I go to Disneyland?
Are you reliving your childhood or
No, I have no desire to do that. Yeah, okay.
I don't
I'm-
either.
I'm good.
me either?
I've been to Disney World. It's
Yeah.
better than the land.
That must be nice. I didn't have that kind of upbringing.
But do you remember that time in Bavaria, Dieter?
Oh,
Don't you like to dance?
oh. With the house music.
House. Listen to bad music is number 1.
More like the kid listens to rap music.
Now, here's the quote from the weirdo that says this. I gotta say, my dad isn't annoying at all, but music is one thing we disagree on. We both love classic rock, but when it comes to my choice of electro and his choice of 80s pop, we don't mix.
Well, those are pretty different. See, the dad messed up, though. You got to start them young on what you like.
Sure.
So then when they hear something new, they're like, oh, what is this garbage? It's like, that's right. It is garbage.
Like,
But just,
ow.
I could be a rapper. You just go, blah, 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 yeah, blah, blah, blah. Top 100 hit right there.
Yeah. My dad has the worst taste, and he hates everything I listen to. That's another quote.
See, but I want to go back to that. It's you got to have the give and take of like, all right. So like Garnet and I, we go skiing a lot, and it's like, she's like, I want
Taylor
mine.
Swift.
Oh yes, I know.
T Swift, huh?
I know the whole album, I know all of it, and there's some good music there.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, and I'm not going to seek it out. But her and I can sit there and sing the songs.
Yeah.
I think
Jinx.
it's that balance, and
Yeah,
then
that was
and then
insane.
she can do that to some of my music. So I think you got to balance it out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do, but I make sure I dominate it more than
Oh,
theirs.
100%.
I do like one day, oh, what do you want to listen to?
Yeah.
And the rest of the time it's like, we're listening to this.
Right. I think you got to do that though. That's the right way to, because it's your one chance you get to show them what you like, and it's
Yeah.
not like some grisly war movie or whatever. It is just music.
Yeah.
You're like, man, listen to this. I love this when I
Yeah,
was
it's subjective.
Yeah. I
Whenever.
remember me and my dad went on a road trip from Oregon all the way to Kentucky for like his side of the family reunion.
Was that the
Jeez.
Oregon Trail?
I felt like it. And I had my learner's permit, and so we would switch off driving.
Oh, cool. I bet that was a good time.
Yeah, and so if he was driving, it was his music. So we were listening to like the Beatles,
Nice.
like
That's
George
fair.
Thorogood,
Oh,
all
that's
this type
good
of stuff.
music.
Yeah. And then when it was my turn to drive, it was like MXPX, NoFX, Blink-182.
And he took it?
Yeah, but he was like, afterwards, he's like,
Rough.
you got some.
He's like,
All I hear is drum.
You know
a
what you
lot
get?
of drum.
Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
you know what you're getting now?
Yep.
Another round of Yellow Brick Road.
It's a Marshall Tucker band.
Time for the White Album.
Yeah.
Again.
Yep.
Great
That's-
music.
Yeah, that's a cool memory, though. You
Yeah.
guys went from Oregon to Kentucky. How long did it take
Or maybe
you?
it was Kansas. Kansas or Kentucky, one or the other. I can't remember.
One of
But
those middle
It's a big
K-states.
difference.
one of those Ks. It must
Yeah.
have been Kansas. 'cause
Must
they
have
were
been
from Kansas
Kansas.
and Kentucky.
So we're
or
talking
Tennessee.
12 hours?
Oh, it was multiple
16,
days.
18.
Yeah.
Like we would drive, stay in a hotel,
So
drive another
maybe
day.
probably 18 then. 6 hours a day. roughly.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I
that would
don't-
make sense.
I just know a couple times you fell asleep when I was driving. I'm like, oh god,
Yeah.
because you didn't have GPS back then.
Yeah.
It was like you just
No,
got
he had the fold-out map.
yeah.
Thought
I
the
don't,
Rocky
I don't know
Mountains.
if MapQuest was even a thing.
Right.
I think we just
Oh,
had like
you're so
the
much
road
younger than
atlas.
me.
Yeah. I didn't. My dad drove us from here down to where my uncle lived in Redding, California, in a
Mhm.
Volkswagen bus, and it was a really cool. I actually had a disposable camera on the trip, and took like pictures
Mhm.
a kid would take. I think my mom still has a photo album. It's just. I actually should revisit that. I forgot about it, but
That is cool.
it was really neat. We're going like 55,
Yeah.
60.
And the whole bus is shaking.
And I think my dad's big memory was like, guys, do you guys remember that headwind we hit? Coming down because we were going
Going 35 miles an
This
hour,
took
maxed
years.
out.
I honestly don't remember. I wonder if I have it mixed up because I don't really remember driving back.
Mm.
Yeah, because his memories change over
I
the
must
years.
have
Yeah.
driven back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never flew.
We
till
drove
I was
back.
older.
What if we get Marty back and ask him about that?
We should. That
A
would
little
be fun.
interview.
He would remember
Like-
that. We just can't talk about his bank.
No, we do
Roy always, that's what
Oh
Roy
my
likes to
God.
do. Roy's like, "Where do you bank? What's
Yeah,
your account
no.
number?"
No, that's not true. I was like, we bank at the same place. And he's like, oh, God. No.
We tried. If Roy can control himself,
I didn't
maybe
know it was going to be that big of a thing.
Maybe we can talk
Let's
my
get
dad
him
into
back
it.
and talk nostalgia.
I apologize for that, too, multiple
We
times.
should make a note. That would be a good one to bring up because he remembers that trip. We never went to see my uncle. It's the only time I went to see him, I
Yeah.
think. And I got.
Doesn't he live over in the Seattle now?
He lives. I think he must live in Tillamook. He works for a cheese factory.
Oh.
He
You
might-
didn't see him when we went there?
He might actually. He's probably. I think it's a cheese factory in California.
Oh.
Actually. And I just keep thinking it's Tillamook. Wishing.
Hoping.
He's a really cool guy. My dad always said like, "Well, just do what Uncle Ken would do. Go rip that fence up, Brian. If you don't like it, go rip it up." Next thing I know, I'm up at Priest Lake sawing down a fence that we
Yeah.
didn't
That you
like.
didn't like.
And it's still down to this day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good choice, then.
Yeah, Uncle Ken's right.
We just got to tear it down.
He's got his son. I ran into his son a couple of times. We're not super close, but friendly. I don't have anything on here. Oh yeah, I do. I'm doing the list here. All right, next one. That was number one.
Yeah. That was
No, that was
8
was that
minutes.
one or
That was one. and
Number
it-
two, obsess over sports. Now wait before you react. My dad likes tennis a lot.
Ugh.
But
females,
so do I.
women's tennis.
And now this
You
is
just
a
like the
longer
grunts.
quote. Now I did not read these beforehand.
Oh, that's good.
Oh
prep.
my god. Sports are just people running around with a ball, and they get paid way too much money. Every time a basketball player scores, he gets paid as much as as a school teacher's yearly salary. And an athlete makes
true.
more than the president.
That
So
is true.
throwing 3D circles, throwing 3D circles is more important than educating kids to change this world.
Maybe we pass on that one.
That's a weird.
No, but I do think they get paid pretty well to be playing a game for a living.
I should have pre-read these.
Sure,
quotes.
but they were 1% athlete. I mean,
I know. I'm not doubting that they're talented.
Yep.
I'm just saying they get paid an awful lot of money
Awful lot.
to play a sport. I mean, even college kids do now with the whole NIL thing.
I think it's ruining.
I do too.
It's awful.
I agree.
You're
They need to put a cap on it.
to get a college education paid for free,
Mm-hmm.
and they've always been getting kickbacks.
Yeah.
Those have always been there.
I want to go back to the root of this. Is it bad that dads obsess over sports? I think not. One, it bonds multiple dads together.
Yep.
It's easy for them to talk about it, whatever
Anything.
thing they're
Or
at.
strollers.
And It gives them like control of the TV for
Yeah,
a couple
2
hours
hours,
every
yeah.
once in a while.
Or if it's a good weekend, maybe 4 hours.
Yeah, you never know. So I think it's a good thing,
I like
and
it.
they realize it later.
I think
my
a lot of
dad
moms
had
do too,
passion,
though.
But you can go overboard. All of this is within moderation.
Yeah.
If you're a psychotic.
But I think moms can be pretty into sports too. I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
it's just a dad thing.
I know
Yeah.
I know a mom or two that's heavy into sports and very
I mean,
opinionated. about
Andrea
it.
follows the teams that I grew up liking more than I do.
She's a way bigger sports fan. She
I
at
just
least
don't-
knows more about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I just don't care as much, I guess, because I know no matter what happens,
It doesn't matter.
I don't
Yeah.
gain or lose anything.
Yeah.
So I don't gamble on it. It's like if they lose, oh, it sucks. If they
But
win,
it
that's
bums
great.
you out more
does.
if they lose than her.
Well, of course, especially in the Super Bowl.
She's more of a.
Choke.
You're a fanatic fan, like the fan. Like you love
Yeah.
that team. She's more of like the.
Rah rah.
Well, no, because
No?
she knows the transactions and
Yeah.
all that.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
More from a 30,000 foot like view. Maybe not even that. She
She's-
just likes the team in a different way.
Yeah,
she's
she's
not as
more in-
emotionally tied
Yeah.
to it. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, she follows like individual players, and like their whole their wives and stuff like.
Oh, the
Juszczyk
social
and Kittle.
aspect of that.
Oh yeah, she's like, oh my god, did you see they got engaged? And oh my god, like she's pregnant. I'm like, I don't.
No,
I know
one
that he's
care.
the tight end. I know that he's the fullback. Like,
I
just want him to
believe
win games.
How much better these taste after they're stirred
I know.
with bitters.
and your finger.
And that finger
Just put my
flavor.
finger in
You,
there.
I saw
I
it.
stirred it with the
I
spoon.
saw
I'm
it.
just so used to it. I just can't imagine that you're not using it.
I always warmed it up first.
Yeah, you got to rub the tip
Express
of the
the
spoon.
oils.
Yeah,
Oh, my fingers.
it's like the orange peel. Yeah,
All right, next one here. Number 3. Snore.
well, that's the medical condition.
Agree, we should skip it.
Yeah,
Number 4.
It's a real killer,
we'll-
silent killer.
we'll ignore that one.
Actually, loud killer.
Well, sometimes it's like a purr, but
Yeah.
if you want to keep the grizzlies away,
Yeah, I felt like I was doing a campsite
gotta let
service.
it rain. The whole camp.
Yeah, got to keep them all safe.
The whole panhandle.
They get one of us to get us all, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. We wouldn't. I don't even want to go into it. It just frustrates me.
I know. We're trying to silence my alarms.
Do you break into a house when you know someone's sleeping in there?
No,
Heck no.
you want the house to be empty.
Jeez, it comes from the Vikings.
That's right.
All right, number 4. Yell when they get angry.
I'm guilty of that.
Quote, my dad yells at me every other week.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
I'm like every other day.
So annoying. They should shush. That's another quote.
That kid gets yelled at a lot.
Yeah. Actually, we're starting to wander into that territory with Caleb.
Yeah.
He's like, just shh.
Yeah.
And then he keeps talking. So my new thing is just like, just shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Just shut your mouth and open your ears. I don't say the open your ears part.
Well, it'd be good if
But
you
that's
did.
what I should. That's more
What was that?
intelligent.
What was that from? Or it was like, look at me, but listen with your mouth, or something like that.
Yeah, I
That's like one of those comedies that came out in like the 2000s.
yeah.
Maybe it was Dodgeball.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
No, it's like a whole weird thing. He's getting like his words mixed up.
Yeah.
It's like, no, look at me, but or look at my ear. Look with your ears, but listen with your mouth. Or something like that.
It's got a huge. My eyes been watering for 2 weeks nonstop. My
That's
left
right.
one.
If you want to cry, let it out.
and I just got drip, Roy. You asked
Okay.
if it ever
Yeah.
drips. Oh, it's really coming out.
Got the drip. You gotta get that checked out.
It's quiet out.
I
Where are we
know.
going
They
with
went
that?
inside
Oh my
finally.
God.
Kids must have.
Wow.
My neighbors. I mean, who would put up with this?
I don't know.
I was out front, like getting something out of my truck, and it sounded like someone was butchering children in the
Oh, yeah.
backyard.
Sully's been yelling, riding his bike up and down the street.
Just woohoo!
Yeah. It's like,
Want to ride my bicycle?
Yeah.
Want to ride my bike?
I want to ride my bicycle. That's a great one.
That is.
Underrated
good one.
Queen song, I think.
Let's move past that. Everyone
Along with
yells
Fat Bottom
when they're
Girls.
angry. If you don't yell when you're angry,
Yeah.
not yell, shout,
The-
yell. Is there a difference?
the
Lyle,
best
can you
pa-
speak on this?
The best part is that they know when you're angry, and you're just calm, and it's just like.
Yeah. I try
why?
to start calm, but I get angry pretty quick.
I know I got stepson, so I gotta keep it like analytical. Like, why
Andrew
you-
reels
why
me in
you
a lot,
doing this?
But, which is
Yeah.
good.
Why you doing that? Let's talk about it.
I never like degrade him or anything, but I'm just like,
Nope, no
come on.
degrading.
Like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Like, why are you being like this?
Yeah.
But
And-
louder.
They don't know.
I know. That's all.
It's the hormones.
well,
it's
you
just
know,
like
Oh, they're just clueless.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
that's what's
awful.
irritating.
That's what they're starting to yell at us. Not yell, but it's like I'm like listening and it's just like the amp up.
Yeah.
No,
And I'm like, oh my god.
It's like the start of a
you need to
concert, you know?
chill out.
no.
Yeah, totally.
That's like the insane people running the asylum. It's like, nope, this is
Yeah.
our narrative, and we
I
can
don't
do
know.
it calm.
I wish there was a book. You know.
God, if we could write that book, imagine our parents. They
But
deal
you
with the
can't.
same stuff.
I mean,
I
there's
know, but-
thousands of books written.
I know, but not like.
There
Every
is.
kid's different. Every kid's different, though.
But we're our parents now, and they're still trying to figure out
I
how to
know.
raise kids.
Yeah.
It's just difficult.
And that's what's funny. How do you
I think
raise
technology
kids?
makes it
I don't
harder,
know.
too.
You just
This is what I would do if I could go to the future. I would send one parenting book that was written one generation ahead back to the people, because then
Yeah.
it would actually be
Oh, it'd catch
relevant to
'em
the
up?
kids there.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem. Like,
Raising.
it's just our generation's writing them. It's like, well, this isn't right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember my parents being like that.
Yeah.
I think technology is a big thing too.
oh, it's huge.
Like they think they have
we haven't dealt with that.
everything
No,
they ever
Yeah.
needed right here.
that's a curse.
I always go back to the comic books, though. I mean, parents used to hate their kids reading those.
Yeah, but I mean, that
And
wasn't
now we
real
would all just
information.
be loving that they
Oh, I
were
know.
reading.
I wish. No, they
But-
go
but-
1 second without some activity. Like, oh, I'm bored. It's like you have so many options.
Oh, that we never had.
Yeah.
Yes.
You literally can play a video game in your hands.
Any game, almost.
Yeah.
I mean, our kids have the Game Pass thing. Actually, the Xbox has completely gone so far from when I used to play it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what it is.
No.
Mhm.
I guess they play any game they want these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just stuck my hand in the
But
sticky-
look at every generation. Every generation says this one's gonna just f
Be
it up,
shit.
and this one's
Yeah.
gonna f it
Yeah.
up, and we still
And they
just
never
keep-
do.
We still keep going.
Yeah.
It's because you can't. It's because you're old, and technology is like curving like this or like this.
Yeah.
And they can't keep up.
So what happened? I mean, no, I don't have a full thought there, so
Yeah.
I'm not going
Okay.
there.
We shouldn't dive too deep. We could go down a real rabbit hole.
Well, that's the whole point. It's the banter, Roy.
I know.
1 minute?
We got 1 minute already.
Shut up. We're doing another segment
Yeah.
then.
Let's try to wrap this up, and then we'll just cut right back into it.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We really appreciate all of our listeners and the people that provide this music, Liquor Jacket.
That's right.
And we'd also like to thank our Instagram viewers tonight.
Facebook. God.
Facebook.
This guy.
God, I
I
stepped
don't
in
know
it.
how you find your way on
I
this
know.
program.
Oh, just
How are
every
you so
time.
lucky to get this gig?
Okay, but so isn't Instagram and Facebook the same thing?
I think they're owned by the same company now.
They are. If you post something on
Yeah.
Facebook, it's on the
It's,
gram.
yeah,
Doesn't
that's
they-
the opposite,
that's what
actually.
they
You post on Instagram, it goes to Facebook.
Does-
No,
Doesn't-
it works both ways.
Doesn't
I
like
think so.
Pepsi own Dr. Pepper and Pepsi?
I think
Is it
Coke and Pepsi own it. I
All
think,
right.
I think both companies own Dr. Pepper somehow. They have a different bottle.
I must have had
That
me
sounds
about
weird, Roy.
15 Dr.
Do you know the
Peppers.
story about the whole,
27 ingredients?
what's the Sierra
it's
Mist
like
thing?
29.
Did you hear that story?
No.
And now it's Starry.
Oh, that's Sierra Mist?
Yeah. Because there was a
I
girl.
thought it was something new.
No. There was a girl whose name was Sierra Mist, I think, and she was using the name for like influencing,
Yeah.
and Pepsi's like, nope, cease and desist, and she went on and found that they didn't renew
The
their trademark on it, and so she bought the trademark.
For CMS?
Yeah,
Really?
and then Pepsi's like, no, you can't do that. And she's
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah, I
can.
can. You didn't renew it. Now it's mine. And so they're like, well, we're gonna sue you. Like, you can't. I bought it.
Well, they
fair and
can
square.
sue her.
But
Wow.
They didn't have any legal grounds.
Yeah, they can try. Yeah.
And so they're like, fine, whatever. And so, because she wouldn't take the payout.
That's
She
why
must
it
have
went
had
away.
some
And now
cheddar
it's
then
Starry.
to even.
I don't think so. Because once it's.
Well, a judge would have to find that it's a valid lawsuit.
Yeah. But she won. And she got to keep it.
That's pretty cool.
And so that's why you have Starry.
I've
Well,
never.
what does
looked
she
up
do with
Sierra
that?
Mist.
What does she do with that?
Nothing. It didn't work
She-
out for her because she didn't take a buyout.
She has to change her name to Starry
Yeah.
and hope for the best in 50 years.
But yeah, I don't think it panned out for her in the long run. But in the moment, she thought she was living the high life.
That's pretty cool, though, that she took on a mega corporation and won.
Did
My
she?
wife did that.
Sure.
Best Buy. She had to go to court against Best Buy,
Oh, really?
and she won.
Nice.
Context?
She worked at Best Buy, and you used to have like the if it went on sale somewhere else or price match thing,
Yeah.
and they said that her and someone else were cheating the system somehow and giving their friends a cheaper price than what it really was.
I've never done that in a retail situation.
And then
by the way.
she never did it. It was some other people, and she just got roped in with them, and she had to go to court, and she won.
Nice.
She get a payout?
I don't know if she got a payout,
Just cleared her name.
but she told me we couldn't go to Best Buy for a long time. She's like, I can't go in there. I can't go in there.
Can't go in there.
I'm like, you can't go in there, or you won't go in there. She's
Yeah.
like, well, I
can't.
won't.
Well, it's a pretty weird store these days.
Yeah, I can't believe it's still open, to be honest.
That's where you got your headphones from, though.
Nope.
No, I mean, my
Oh
your
yeah.
headphones.
I'm like, these are from Guitar Center, sir. They're still working great.
We should spray paint a little gold on Lyle's.
No, we got to keep the rotating.
The
guests.
the class system.
Yeah,
So, Lyle, why were you so defensive when we were talking about insider
trading.
selling of stuff? I've never done that. Is that the truth, or
So hypothetically, hyperbole,
yeah, not
Theoretically.
hyperbole, but
Not
hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
there may have been a time where I gave great discounts to friends. Yeah.
We just joined in too late.
And
Yep.
taking a loss on T-shirts and gear, and then made that. Because
I was trying to
you,
teach that whole
you
thing
always
to
have to
actually
balance the money in sales.
Yeah,
So you take a loss here, make it up here, and if you could wash it.
No
Once
wonder why
you-
the business went out.
Once you got fair enough. Once you got savvy enough, it's like, okay, I'm gonna give that away, but how do I make that up? And
you know what
did
I
it.
say is when there's a loophole, you exploit it. And the last loophole I found was at the Coeur d'Alene wine.
Yeah.
Where's the
Wine
first one you
walk.
found? No, we're not going to talk about that
Well,
one.
The first one was at the Bellingham Brew Festival.
Okay.
That's the first time I've found this loophole. Anytime you give me tickets for drinks, you're in trouble.
You're gonna lose a couple bucks.
Do you
Either
bring your
with
own
how
tickets?
drunk-
Do you have this like
Oh,
No.
that'd be smart.
The
Rolodex of
The
tickets?
first time at
'Cause you know they just did
Bellingham
'em at,
was
like, the
pure
bars.
magic. I always reverse the story, but basically, I got my cup. No. I got my
Tickets first, please.
tickets,
Yeah.
and then there was 5 people gap to where you got your cup. I was approximately 5 or 6 people in front of my friend, Eric Jensen.
And this is all hypothetical.
No, this
No, this
happened.
is true.
This happened. Okay.
This is a true
So
event.
I go through the line first. I get my tickets, I get my cup, and I'm like, I've never been to a brew festival before. I was like 22.
Okay.
And
Pop-
then Eric is standing there, so I go rejoin him and walk with him through the line. They gave me tickets again. And I went, bing! And then
it was that.
guess who I went and stood next to? Amy. He went and stood next to his lady friend, and we had so many flipping tickets to that place. It was amazing.
You probably have it in your pockets coming home.
Oh no,
No, you gotta use
No.
them
no,
all.
we
You
usually
gotta use
they're
them
only
all.
they're only good there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we realized there were 2 situations. There's your drinks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the next one was there's long lines. And we kind of noticed the lines weren't like really single file. So you kind of bunch up, and when everyone moves, you kind of half move on the side of people.
I know that trick. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we really took advantage of that. Anyways, number 7 of the
Oh,
list
moving on. Okay.
that annoys people. I'm skipping a few because they're kind of redundant here due to this horrible list. Top 10 things top 10 annoying things dads do. To recap, we had listen to bad music,
Sports.
Yeah. We worked through
obsess
that
over
one.
sports,
Yeah.
snore,
Yeah.
yell
Medical
when they get
condition.
angry. We talked a lot about that one, but I think we all agree it's okay to yell. I think we also would agree it's good to keep yelling in your back pocket for when you're really mad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's got to be the last ditch effort.
Yeah.
Because I've had to yell a few times to be like, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
And
Because-
I'm going to yell because you don't usually
Well,
hear me
normally
yell.
how it happens in my house is Andrew will try, and she'll try,
Yeah.
and then she'll be like, and then I'll be like, I'm yelling,
Yeah.
That normally
Are you
sets
yelling
the
or
tone.
are you using the big voice?
Big voice.
I call it the big voice. Because there's a difference between a yell and the big voice.
I think it's the same thing.
How?
Big voice is I am being stern and there's no effing around about what I'm talking
Well, I got
about.
to raise my octave.
Yes,
to do
but you're
that,
not
so
yelling. You're
I'm
not
yelling.
What are you doing? It's not that.
Yeah.
No, it's very firm,
I
structured.
guess I got to bring it down, right? Because raising it would make it high, right? I'm not in choir.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
You know what I meant,
Interesting.
though.
All right.
We can go on that one all night.
Mhm.
We could talk about,
I'm not a smart man.
Well, it really is an interesting cross thing of
But I do know what
parenting
love is.
and marriage. I yell definitely after Amy's like punch herself out,
Yeah.
and then I can just sense things like, and then actually I can't say that's a cop out. Like it pisses me off, and
But I
get
feel like
mad
it's a
enough
game
to yell.
sometimes to them, the
Yeah.
kids. They're like, okay, I'm going to push, and I'm going to push, and I'm
Yeah.
going to push, and see how far I can push before
Yeah,
the snap happens.
I think that's true. I
but
think
that,
it's just
that
a natural
kids are wired that way.
Yeah.
boundary finding thing.
That's what,
yeah.
that's what I think, too.
They have those in a lot of books, Roy.
No.
Should
I-
try reading one.
I have a hard time reading any book.
This my phone keeps turning off. All right, argue. Okay, and I'm skipping
Oh.
argue with mom.
Oh, yeah.
No, if you have I find if you have an argument with your spouse, that's something you do behind the scenes. You don't do it in front of the kids.
Sure.
And it doesn't always happen, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it's like
I agree.
table
We
this.
don't have very many, but when we do, we always try to
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's do this
not in front of a bunch
not in
of
front of the
people.
kids.
I was gonna skip it, but we can do it. And I wasn't gonna skip it for any particular reason. But yeah, I think it's healthy to hear people argue
Mm-hmm.
because there's people disagree.
Yeah.
And especially
I
in
don't.
parenting and that stuff, it's not okay to get out of hand
Mm-hmm.
and yell and fight. It's okay to argue, I think.
Yeah, which is
But I
different than
do
fighting.
think there's a line.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
So I don't mind them hearing.
And if you're looking for a
A
good
lot
set
of
of
it.
flowers, Yoke's Floral Department, real nice.
That's a whole
Any real
nother-
dad or husband knows what I'm talking about.
All right, and now next up is Be Loud. I'm gonna skip that because we already did
Be
that.
loud. Is that like
Um,
yelling, or is that like just loud, obnoxious loud?
You want to get nuts?
That's the same as yelling when they get angry to
Mm.
me. That's why I was gonna skip it because argue
Well,
with
and there-
mom.
and there's
being
strategies of, like,
loud.
Of like just talking them down, not getting louder, getting softer, and like de-escalating situations,
Sure.
which is powerful. If you can do it, if you,
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm.
I think it's
The
fun to
mentality to
try
do
those
it.
strategies.
It
It
is.
is. It's hard to
Oh, I've tried
cue
'em all.
into them.
It is, and it's
It's-
when you're hot and trying to do that, it's like
It's one thing to know what tools are in your back pocket, and it's another to
Well, sometimes
grab for
you
them.
want to rent one and try it.
Yeah.
Test it out.
Yeah. What did you say?
Sometimes you want to rent one and try it out.
Rent
you know?
one.
a
yeah.
rent.
Yeah. What do you think I said?
I like that.
What did you think I said?
I didn't know. I was like, can I fake
Well, I'm
this
kinda
one? And I didn't have.
I feel like I'm like murmuring more because I'm all stuffed up.
Yeah, you got all that dust.
Well, and that beard had so much like
I
volume.
I did most of the
coming off
talking
it.
I know,
for you.
I
It
know.
did.
Now you have to talk. So
But
you have
it's
to work
you know
so
it's
hard.
been real nice feeling the breeze,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
and I don't feel like something's smacking me in the face when the wind's blowing anymore. Nothing would go wild.
When you cut it, was it like?
No, I liked it.
No.
I mean, I went 8.5 years of my life with no facial hair for the most part. I would grow it out when I was on leave and stuff, but
That sounds a lot like the first 25 years of my life.
I mean, now, first 40 years of your life.
How dare you? Did you see my mustache? We all looked
I
at the
know.
pictures of my mustache.
I know we did.
I shave
very-
every day, Roy.
How long has this been?
Actually, I've lost the charger to my shaver,
Ooh.
Oh wow.
and I
rough.
like working on last battery.
Mm.
So and I know Carter's still
You're
on
in
it.
panic mode. Yeah.
Well, you better hope he's still in it
So
for the
after I
same
get
area.
my last shave, I probably have about 3 weeks until I'm like in a real pickle.
Yeah. I mean, good thing you live by a lot of stores. You can go buy a new one. Or Amazon. I'm sure you can find just the charger on
Well,
Amazon.
I was gonna look at the voltage.
Or just buy a new
And-
one. They're cheap.
Well, we've got enough charges in here. You just shave it down and wrap it around the middle piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. You get a nice little surprise next time you shave.
All right, number 7. Number 7. Go crazy when you hang out with the guys.
We never do that.
Now, wait, let me read the quotes that I haven't pre-screened. This is so my dad. He thinks the entire male population is...
Is what?
Is what?
Is what? What happened there? Do you want me to read it?
All right, go crazy when you hang out the guys is the thing. And this is the quote. This is from the top10s.com.
Yeah, that's frat boy shit.
Now, this quote is...
There's someone going crazy right there.
Quote. This
We're going
is
crazy
so
right
my
now.
dad. He thinks the entire male population is made up of rapists. Other than boys from pre-K or those he knows through my parents. He
It must be-
freaks out.
It must be from a daughter's perspective.
I mean, that quote doesn't even
yeah,
connect to
that
what
seems
we're
crazy.
thinking.
No.
Let's read the next one. Again, not pre-screened.
There has to be a dad whose girlfriend's at dating age.
Yeah. Yeah.
That has to be.
Oh, and he's got all his friends there.
Yeah, so he's like, oh my god, my daughter's interested in
Yeah.
so-and-so. He's a real piece of work.
That could be it.
Why would you have him there then?
My father always acted really possessive anytime I developed a crush. It was clearly a female.
Yeah. Another boyfriend one.
Now, the way when I read the list, number 7, go crazy when you hang out with your guys, I could find that to be kind of annoying because you're like, you know how I pictured more old friends. You
Yeah.
know, like, oh, come get in here.
Like when you got your tailbone broken.
Yeah, the tailbone cracker showed up here. We've all lived this.
Yeah,
That was a rough 4 weeks of my life.
that was at the worst. I mean, good time because it was winter. But
Well, actually, I could have worked through it just fine, I think, right? I just couldn't sit down.
that's true.
That's it.
So it would have been better if you could have worked. So probably the worst time of the year for you to.
Yeah, I literally couldn't do what I was supposed to do that time of year. But I don't know. The kids, they just don't understand how wound
You gotta
tight
let loose.
you gotta be to raise a family, go to
Yeah.
work every day, not
Pay all the
freak out on
bills.
them,
Give them what they want.
you know, protect your wife from the psychos that you're raising.
Yeah.
And then your friends show up. Next thing you know, I've had 5 green bottle beers and
Yeah.
2 shots tequila and one of Charlie's weird old vodka Tom Daly things.
Or someone decides we're going to drink some high octane whiskey until it's gone.
Yeah, we're finishing it
And
tonight.
you end up puking on the way home.
Oh, you just never know.
You never know.
It's a crap
But
shit.
that's our outlet,
That's right.
and it could be, you know. So yeah, I think that
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
I don't
annoying.
agree with their reasonings in that one, but
Yeah, I don't know why those quotes are there. Next one, mimic you when you whine.
oh, I do that. Because it lets you show them how pointless it is, you know?
Yeah,
It's like, I know this is an act, like,
yeah.
so I'm going to do it back to you so you realize how ridiculous it looks.
Now, do you think that it's a low point in your parenting?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's when you're the most tired and
Yeah.
fed up that you
I
start
agree.
going, oh, you will.
Yeah.
There's no chocolate milk in my finger.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation, though.
But sometimes you use it as a tool.
Mostly, I think it's
Well-
what I'm like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm just going to give it right back to you, and then you'll see how stupid it looks, and you'll just stop.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Lyle, what's your take on this?
My take on this is, I'm going to take it back to skiing, and I'm sorry,
Always with the ski.
Oh, with the skiing.
I cannot wait till July.
Oh,
but-
I know. Oh, God. I'm just at the lake.
I'm just.
But no, there's still a
Now
different
it's
type
just-
of skiing.
My ribs have finally healed.
Yeah.
But I ski with my sister Susie, and Garnet does this, and she'll do something, and Susie will look at her and go, I mean, just call her out on her crap,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's just like, and Garnet looks at her and laughs.
To be fair, that is not a dad doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally different.
Yeah.
When Roy mimics my kids when they're whining, it's completely different.
I don't
than when
mimic
I
your kids when
mimic
they're
my own
whining.
kids. When you've poked at, jabbed at them, whatever.
Oh,
you know,
maybe.
wherever, however you want to phrase it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not whining. They don't really whine too much
No.
when we're all doing our thing. But don't you think there's a little difference there?
I do the raptor call with your kids. That's different.
That's not.
That's a completely
mocking
different
them,
thing.
though.
Maybe he doesn't understand.
I don't
the
think he
premise of the
understands.
I mock Garnet in front of
This
my.
is like when your kid goes, like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
and that's what Susie and I are doing. Garnet just is this, "Bleh."
Yeah.
And now we're on the ski lift, and Susie just goes,
Ashlyn does this thing when she goes,
"Bleh."
ugh. And then
Yeah.
she used to watch Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood on PBS. And when he's like, ugga mugga. And so I think, like, in her, like, psyche, like, ugh.
Changed, yeah.
Is like part of that.
Right.
And so I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugga mugga. And she's like, shut up, Dad.
Because she knows you're calling her out on
Yeah,
it.
because that's where she had to have gotten it from.
Yeah.
And she's just shortening it to, ugh.
Totally.
That's awesome. No,
Like,
I
always-
love
it. Always
calling
comes
that
right
out.
before you go, oh, what's wrong? Oh, I'm bored. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, you have this, or you can do this, and this. So figure out what you want to do.
And we had 2 of those options.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's like,
one.
You can go on the play set. You can go on the trampoline. You
Or
can,
play with the flat soccer ball.
yeah. Or you can clean your room, do the dishes, do your laundry.
Go color.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Something fun or something you don't want to do completely?
Oh,
It
dishes.
just goes to show, like, being a kid is just torture. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you have everything or nothing.
Yeah. It's just
It
never
really
satisfied.
doesn't matter.
Never satisfied.
No, it's your reality, and
Yeah. There it is.
wow, good
That
question.
was a good question.
Good
There it is.
question.
Let's see all the hate mail we get from this one.
We do a few more.
bad
Yeah,
parenting.
we can do a
bad
few more than wrap
parenting.
up, maybe.
You want to do one more little segment and then
Sure.
wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me hit the button, Roy.
I heard some laughter in this. No, but I've had once a day every week lately when I cannot stay asleep.
Huh. So when you wake up?
Normally I wake up at 4:45, 5 o'clock,
Oh,
like on
Five?
a normal work day.
Sure. Oh, well, I meant during this stretch.
Oh,
Of kids
well,
to sleep.
since I've been off,
Yeah.
the first day I woke up at 5:30,
okay.
so that would have been Wednesday. Thursday I woke up at 6:45 because I was exhausted from the first day of loading
Yeah.
dump runs, and I was like, I gotta get there before right when it opens because I don't want to be stuck in a line.
Yeah.
So I just got up, threw my stuff on, went to a gas station, bought an energy drink, drove out to the
Jeez.
dump, and then
Going wire to wire on
yeah,
this one.
last night I woke up at 1 o'clock. Like I was so stuffed up from all the dust and everything that like I have a CPAP and it was just like I feel like it was coming out of my eyeballs.
Well, nipper.
And so I woke up, blew my nose a bunch, drank like a full bottle of water,
Nipper.
and then I was like, I guess I'm up. So I sat in the room, scrolled, fell asleep for like 20 minutes, woke back up,
Okay.
scrolled again.
But you don't get that
Fell back
deep
asleep,
sleep. Yeah.
And then I think I got like a good solid hour between like 6 to 7. And then I was like, well, I'm up now.
That's good to get a fallback though,
Yeah.
because I almost think sometimes I'll wake up, and it's in that between 2. Well, no, it's between 3 and 5.
Is that a bladder issue?
No,
No, I don't have
no.
to pee.
No.
I wake up, and usually because I think I really power sleep. And my first, like, when I fall asleep, 8:30, 9:30,
Well, I'm down.
whenever it is, I'm, like, dead. And sometimes I wake up at 11,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Oh,
Yeah. I know.
let's
Oh,
go!
no.
And Amy's still awake, like, never fell
Oh, yeah,
asleep,
yeah.
just doing this. And I'm like,
Okay,
I'm
what
just
do I
going to
do?
look at my phone. And I'm like, this is going to be a weird
Well,
night.
yeah, I try. Andrew likes to have she explores all the space in the bed when she's asleep. And like last night, she was like right up against me. I'm on the edge of the bed,
Can
Yeah.
you show me?
like this pretty much.
Okay.
And then she'll like flop over to the side.
Oh,
like,
like
Yeah.
leg on top of
yeah,
you?
and then she'll like try to like
Rotate
she'll
some
try
more.
to like braid our legs together somehow.
Pretzel.
Yeah, and I'm like it's like, not comfortable. It's
Too hot.
Like I'm
Too-
not even. I'm trying to
too
fall
much
back asleep,
warmth.
and you're just like
Yeah, you're
trying
awake.
to like kickbox me, you know?
You're awake getting tangled into
Yeah, exactly. And then she would like move back over, and then like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to fall. And then all of a sudden she's back. I'm like, God. And I'm like, I just gotta get out.
Couch.
Yeah, so that's what I did.
I gotta
Couch.
get out.
Yeah, it's like there's no way I'm gonna fall asleep in here.
Yeah.
What do you think she does when you're not there?
Just
Just sleeps like perfect.
yeah, just full bed.
She's in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's an ivy in the bed, just
Yeah.
wrapping herself around.
She definitely explores the space.
Oh,
But
man.
she, I don't know. She always wakes up like, best sleep of my life.
Yeah.
It's like you had a fight with the sheets all night. How could you feel like you slept? I don't get it. Like I
That's
don't know.
awesome.
Like sometimes the top of my sheet, like when I
Yeah.
pull the sheets back at night to like get back in bed, like it'll be on her side of the bed, and her side of the sheet will be on my side somehow.
Interesting.
I'm like, I don't know how this happened.
The toss and the turn.
Yeah.
Some weird tornado
Yeah,
stuff
I
going
don't-
on there.
witchcraft.
Which,
Doesn't help with your guys' 4 a.m. activity.
Well, normally we're both awake by then, so that's a different story.
Well, that's what she tells you.
Yeah.
So she's always waking up going,
Sleep
I
on.
slept so
So
good.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened last
I
night?
mean, it's perfect time, you know? Kids are deep asleep.
It's debatable, Roy.
I mean, it works for us.
I'd debate you, but it'd lead to me being drug out in handcuffs. What movie? You might not know it.
It seems like an oldie.
It's one of my favorites, but it's widely hated. Fever
Mm.
Pitch.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
shit movie.
That's
Jimmy
Jimmy
Fallon.
Fallon and
Drew
Drew
Barrymore.
Barrymore. Yeah, that was all right.
It's a true love
That's
story.
about the Cubs, right?
Ooh, that's rough.
Revolved around
Red
the Cubs.
Sox.
Red Sox.
Close. That was-
Cubs would have been better.
or Dodgers.
All right.
Yankees.
Do you guys want to keep working through this list?
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah? Are we wrapping it up here?
At
Yeah,
the end of the
we're
list,
gonna wrap
yeah.
it up at the end of this, maybe.
Oh man,
Treat you like a maid.
treat. What do you mean? Treat you like your kids as a maid?
The most annoying
Oh,
thing
I
your
wish.
dads do.
I wish I treated my
Here,
kids
do you
like
want
a
the
maid.
quotes?
Yeah, let's hear it.
No.
Unscreened quotes.
Mm-hmm.
My dad forces me to wash the dishes. Even if my hands are dry. Cracked.
That's my hands
peeling.
every day of my life. That's my hands every day of my life.
My new one is like
That is
Kids.
hilarious.
Yeah.
rinse your plates off.
Oh yeah.
Just
That
just
kills me.
rinse them.
I know.
I'm gonna wash them. Rinse them.
Especially if you let them have like something they need ketchup or barbecue sauce
Yes.
with. Way too much. They pour way too much on there, and then
Sure.
it's just like by the time you get to the dish, it's just like a hardened clump
Yeah.
on the
All
plate.
those sugars just like
yeah. It's like
That's
you
the-
couldn't just turn this faucet on and go clean.
I know. Our kids, our older two, kind of the older three, rotate doing the dishes. And it always baffles me. I'm like, you guys know what this is like. Why don't any of you rinse your plates?
Yeah.
So sometimes as a courtesy, I go through and I prep the dishes.
That's a good plan.
Which means I clean up dinner on the counters and
Yeah.
stuff, and then I rinse and stack stuff so they can just put it in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
But they don't even really appreciate it.
Yeah.
No,
Those are
because
good.
they don't think.
It's just bizarre. They'd rather just sit
Yeah.
there
It's
and
like
do
you're waterboarding them.
You need to tell them this is what I did, and then do
They
it
still
one
wouldn't
night.
care.
I do. I'll
And
stand there
then
and
say,
watch them load it. I'm
This
like,
is what I
do you
did
realize
not
there's
do.
no food on the plates?
Mhm.
Do you realize that I gave the
Oh.
elves inside the dishwasher the night off? They don't have to eat all the excess food that's
The
on
thing
the
that kills me
plate.
is when they don't eat all their food, and instead of just scraping it into the garbage,
Yeah.
they'll put the whole what's ever left in the sink,
Oh, it's
and then you get to it, and it's like, what the fuck?
if you're Lyle, you just throw it right down the garbage disposal.
Right down the garbage disposal.
Like a whole meatloaf.
No big deal.
Maybe we
Whole
should try a whole
meatloaf.
ham next time.
My brother-in-law.
It's almost Easter. It's ham season.
Well, I was hanging out with my brother-in-law Jay, and he just put it down the garbage disposal.
No, that was just me. No, Jay.
That's
What
not
did
the story you told the plumber.
What did you tell the plumber?
I did have to. I did have to like stop. Stop.
All right,
Okay.
playing pinch and tickle here. We got some serious stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know. We make Ashland dry them.
Do you want the other two?
Okay.
quotes
So
about
here's
the
my
treat you
question
like a
about
maid?
how you're letting them do that. Do they do a good
Oh,
job?
I'm not letting them do it. I'm telling
No.
them that's what
I mean,
they're
there's
doing.
got to be some quality control because I've let them do it and it's just like shit,
Well,
and it's just
That's
awful
why-
and
do
it's
you have a
half-assed.
dishwasher?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
No, there's some plates and bowls need to get sent back, and
Yep.
if it's a cereal bowl, or a bowl, I just give them the dirty one with their cereal in it.
Smart.
Scrub that thing. That's
A little bit of torture.
okay.
And I don't tell them when they're eating it.
Yeah.
I tell them when they're putting them away. Just
I mean,
so
it
you
was
know
already
all the dirty ones.
High steamed.
I'm giving
once.
you. Yeah, it's sanitary.
Yeah.
I'm giving you the dirty ones.
Here's the crunchy ones. Yeah.
So no, it's not perfect. And that it makes my wife really mad. Like, why do I even let him do it? I'm like, because like this is part of the process.
It's a process.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
I
get
mean,
it.
You're building their immune
it
system.
sucks. It's not about
gotta
having
do it
clean
twice,
dishes. It's about
yeah.
some chores.
Yeah, we don't have a dishwasher because I gave my wife the option when we redid our kitchen, and she said nope. I'm like, all right.
And ours has been dead for a while, so it's.
Do you put a meatloaf in it?
I do. I put the
Try to steam it.
leftover meatloaf in the dead
Mess up the gear of the spinning sprayer.
dishwasher. Yep.
That
Yeah.
quote really cracks me up. My dad forces me to wash dishes,
Forces
even
me.
if
Yeah.
my hands are dry,
Yeah.
cracked,
Ah.
and
You and
peeled.
every kid
'cause
ever in existence.
I've been working so hard.
You know what nobody likes doing? Dishes.
There's two other quotes.
I like dishes.
I don't.
It's escapism.
He makes fake excuses, so I have to sweep the floor. My dad makes me clean the bathrooms.
Oh, that's a good one.
This might be from a kid, I think.
Yeah.
Or I think it's a.
Or maybe the wife.
All right, next one. Not display compassion.
Oh, I'm real bad at that.
Now, a kid wouldn't say that. That seems like
That,
more
no,
wife
that's a
thing.
mom.
Yeah.
Kids can't come up with that. Even high schoolers.
I'm not very compassionate.
No. Why are you crying? Is that solving anything?
Yeah. Oh, she gets mad when I tell
Do you
my
use
kids
that
stop
one?
Crying. No, I just say, why are you crying about it?
Yeah. Is that going to solve anything?
Yeah.
What are we solving? And it's
Crying
okay
is
to be
not
upset.
Compassionate.
No, but cry and then come
no,
back and
I'm
let's
not
solve
compassionate about their crying.
it. Yeah. I'm done with crying.
I don't know. I don't
I'm
know
out.
if my
What's the
dad was like that.
What's the difference between? I want to go back to that.
Okay.
What's the difference between empathy and compassion?
Couldn't tell you.
Should we do a quick search?
Sure.
Oh, can I attempt
give
it
a
here?
shot here.
Empathy is understanding how that person feels and in the moment they're in. Compassion, God, I'm spitballing this.
Yeah. No, I think that
I'm
sounds
I'm
right.
pretty
Empathy
close
was
on
right.
the I'm pretty close on the empathy. Compassion would be like forgiveness, or they're different things.
All right. My guess is empathy is more like I think that's what you just said is like
I understand where you're coming
sensing how people are feeling.
Yeah.
And like
No, not you, but how
knowing
I'm
how
feeling.
to guide it. How
from. No.
Oh
it's-
no, empathy.
It's you
understanding
understanding how
them.
they got to that point.
did
Yes.
you understand the question?
Sorry. So I'm still processing through that.
And then compassion is not perceiving their issues,
As weakness.
but I need to look up compassion.
Yeah, I don't know.
I cannot.
I don't
think
know
of
what it is, but,
compassion- I just.
Because empathy and compassion
All
are.
right. Here's the definition of empathy: the ability to understand and share the feelings of
Yeah,
others.
so we're right.
Ching ching.
Compassion, sympathetic pity and concern for the sufferings or
Oh, I don't have that.
misfortunes of others.
I don't have that at all.
I am low on compassion.
And I don't know if it was my upbringing doing that or if it was the military or
It's
my
small town
current
living.
job,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I just don't have it. I don't have the time for it.
So compassion, if you're going a tree, you have empathy right there. You understand it all. I understand. The next level is compassion, where you actually have sympathy and you're sad for those people.
Yeah, I'm not.
No. Deal with it. Move
Yeah,
on.
Exactly.
All right. How do we? What's
I don't
the
know.
question?
I mean, I've been like working, just scraping by, working 2 jobs. I'm like, if I did it, like, why can't anybody do it?
So what if you just like gave up? and
Oh,
just
I'd be on the street.
And that's the difference.
Yeah. Like, how
Yeah.
bad do you want it?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. Like, do you want to have a good life or do you want to be a bum blaming your problem on everybody else? I didn't blame Union Pacific for laying me off.
Nope.
It sucked.
Get
but I
another
worked
job.
2 jobs
Yep.
to make up for it
Yeah.
until I got one good job. And it sucked, yeah. I'd work 24 hours straight on a couple days of the week and sleep for 4 hours and go back to work.
Do you guys find empathy
So my
or
wife could stay at home and I could pay the
compassion
bills.
comes in your personal life?
No.
Well, no, mostly my work life.
No example.
Can you give me an example? I mean, when my kids
well, I was
cry.
just thinking your kids, our kids,
No. I mean, yeah,
or our
It would.
wives.
it would be I
Yeah,
don't know.
Because it's kind of, well, I only asked
Empathy.
that
I get
because
empathy. I get
Yeah,
empathy.
I get empathy, but
I think
have
it's
no
easier
compassion.
to apply it to outside forces.
I get when my kids start crying sometimes,
mm-hmm.
but in
That's
my mind,
after
I'm
you
like,
screamed at him for a couple
no.
hours.
Like you tell them we're done with this. Like, oh, you want to keep riding your bike over and over and over? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand out here anymore. Like, we're going inside, and then they get all bummed out and they start crying because they can get what they want. I'm like, that's too bad. Like, it's not all about what you want. It's not my job to entertain you.
Yeah.
Every moment of every day. So stop crying about it and find something else to do.
Now, gee, I
Or if
go,
you fall down and get hurt, it's like, well, I told you if you do that, that's going to happen.
So you
but you're
understood,
empathetic
Yeah.
when they do
Yeah.
that.
and you were sympathetic because you've been in that same spot.
Yeah.
So what is a word for being empathetic, then compassionate, and then the follow through of giving them the next thing?
Accountable.
I mean,
Accountable
they
for their
chose
actions.
to do it when I told them, don't do that.
An enabler.
And then they got hurt and they cried.
Set you up.
And it's their fault.
So being accountable.
Yeah.
This happened. I warned you. And like Garnet, she did her little hoverboard, and I go, "Do you need your gloves and knee pads?"
Oh,
She goes,
I don't think So's going to have kneecaps by the time he's 20.
"Yeah," but we didn't either. But it's like, okay, go. I don't care anymore.
I've never seen someone biff it so many times and reopen a scab.
Escape. Yeah,
So I've never seen it in my lifetime.
but let him keep doing it.
Yeah.
Sully's a fun kid.
He is.
I mean,
I love both my kids.
He's a lot
but
in
I mean-
certain situations, but
he's a pretty good trooper though. Like
Yeah.
him and what's the stuff you spray on an open wound that fizzes up? Is it
Neosporin?
No.
Bactine?
Hydrogen peroxide?
Hydrogen peroxed.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man, that's
My
like just
day,
like
you
a
just
normal day to
dab
him
it.
now. He's just like the first time he did it, you thought he just got shot in the face. But now he's just like, give it to me.
I need to feel the
Give
burn.
me the morphine, doc.
I like how it
Oh,
feels. I like the
He's probably
foam.
had like 5 bottles worth of hydrogen peroxide through his body. That guy he goes,
He's not supposed to drink it, Roy.
no. It's
Yeah,
through the
don't
blood
let him
system, straight in the blood
It
system.
wouldn't do anything to him.
Oh,
It's
man.
probably in his blood system, just flowing
Yeah,
through there.
just-
He doesn't even need it anymore. He gets cut and just starts fizzing.
All right.
That's
we've,
his
We've
vice.
got a lot
Yeah.
in this. This list is way longer. It's not a top 10.
Oh, we got
So I'm going to start picking
2.5 minutes.
picking a few.
We're going to wrap it up.
You have somewhere to be.
You got to go skiing tomorrow.
Oh.
My
Are you-
season, yeah. we
You have
got-
to ski tomorrow, so you have to meet somebody at a certain time? Or?
I do, my cousin. And
I got to be on a work call at 7:30 in the morning tomorrow. I'm not worried about it.
It's tomorrow.
Saturday. I
Saturday.
don't even get paid for it.
I got stuff to do, too.
I got
All
other
right.
things to do that day, too.
So, Roy, we are at a
2 minutes.
respectful 2 minutes. So we'll do one more.
One question and a wrap up.
Now,
let's pick a good one.
one of the most annoying things your dad does is...
Tell the best jokes ever written.
Your dad did?
Dad jokes. Give him a...
Did you like your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roy, I wanted to go back to something.
Mhm.
Do you remember what I said? I want to go back to that.
No. I don't.
You
I,
do.
I do, but I don't remember what it was. And you don't either.
The road trip?
That one thing.
No. I interrupted
Um,
you, and I knew I shouldn't.
About where I became uncompassionate about people's feelings?
Yeah, it
No.
might have been like before that, right around there.
Mhm.
You were about to say something about your dad.
I don't know.
Well, maybe to wrap up the
I think
episode.
that's it. Just those two things I can think of. The road trip and then compassionate.
Okay, so to wrap this up, say the best thing possible you can about your dad, Roy.
And if
I
you
don't
need
know.
to think,
I could tell him anything.
That's awesome.
And he'd be like, all right, well, that's great. But if you do these things, you're on your own.
Sure.
And it happened because I got arrested. And he's like, he told me that before. He's like, well, if you fuck up and you get
Yeah.
arrested, you're on your own. And I was, because I said, call my mom. Like, all right, hey, is Bob there? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, leave him there.
yeah.
I'll get him when I get him.
Yeah. That's a good lesson.
Yeah.
But you, Roy.
I miss your dad.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
One good thing I'd say about my dad,
Yeah.
He taught me to never burn a bridge.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
I've brought that up several times in the last couple of episodes. And that is not just something that happens at the end of a conversation. That's kind of a way of life.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I've
'Cause
learned
it's easy
the
to
flip
burn.
side of that from my mom that you did not ask about.
Burning bridges is her.
No, which is like be treated how you should be treated.
Oh,
Because they kind of, if you live your life never burn a bridge, you're kind of a walking wet blanket. You have to have that flip side of there are some bridges that you don't have to burn, but you never have to cross again.
because they're gonna burn it.
Or they don't, but you don't have to go cross it.
Right.
This one.
My dad was a good guy, uninterested in any sports activity I ever did, which is fine. But gave me a great knowledge of guns and how to rebuild an engine. He was a good man.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Ciao, ciao.